Hi, I'm Louisa. I'm a solicitor here at Frettens in the family team. I started here back in 2017 as a paralegal in our company commercial team. I've then worked my way up as I became a trainee after 10 months of being a paralegal. I've then finished my training and I qualified in July of this year into our family department.
I'm Hannah. I'm a solicitor in our social housing department. I recently started here in September as a newly qualified solicitor. Prior to that, I was a legal secretary in 2016 for 2 years at another firm, and then did my training contract prior to qualifying here.
So there are many different ways you can get into a career in law. The most traditional route, which is the route that I followed, was after doing my GCSEs, I did A-levels. I then went to university and did a degree in law. I then went on to do the legal practice course, which is a postgraduate course that you'll have to do following your degree. I then, as I said earlier, paralegal for 10 months before starting my training contract and then qualifying. That's the most traditional route to getting a career in law, and it's I think the most common route I think as well. But it's not the only route that you can do, and you don't have to have studied law at A level either. I think a lot of people think that you have to, but you don't. I did, because where I was thinking about a career in law, I wanted to find out whether I actually enjoyed learning and studying about law, so I did it and I really enjoyed it. And then I did my degree. But if you're unsure about what you want to do and you're not quite sure whether law is the career for you, you can do any A levels that you want to. You can then go to university and do any other degree, so history, maths, English, anything you like. And then if you do decide after that actually you think law is the right career for you, you can then do what's called a graduate diploma in law, and that is essentially a 1-year crash course in law, and it's the degree but just consolidated into 1 year, and after that you'd then need to do the legal practice course, and that is a practical course which teaches you how to use the theory and the knowledge that you've learned in your degree into sort of practical terms and how you would actually carry out a task or give any advice to a client.
Yeah, and we've also had people who have come through and become solicitors who haven't gone to uni. So some of those, they would come in as a secretary or even a paralegal if they've got some legal knowledge, and usually they've either just got the A-levels or they haven't got anything law related at all, but they'll come in and through working and learning everything, they are then able to do what's known as a SILEX course. So it's very much, it's more coursework based, and it's in your own time and at your own pace, so you haven't got to worry about university if you decide that that's not for you. You can then build up and become a solicitor through that way. When going through SILEX, you would focus on working in one department and gaining all of the experience and knowledge within that department, and more likely look to qualify within there also. You don't gain as much experience as you would on a training contract, where in a training contract you would move through the different departments and then make a decision at the end where you'd like to be. But lots of people have done the SILEX route and have found to enjoy it and have been able to move departments after they have qualified.
Yeah, it's definitely the more flexible option. So if you do want to be working either part-time or full-time, and you are quite certain in the particular area that you want to qualify into, then SILEX is definitely a good option to think about, so you can be learning whilst on the job, so not only gaining your practical knowledge, you're carrying out your course at the same time, and it's really flexible in terms of the coursework and exams, and it is very much kind of in your own time. It is quite a flexible way of doing things if that's more suitable for you.
Yeah, and then obviously every law firm needs secretaries.
Definitely.
And paralegals. Obviously
Absolutely.
secretaries sometimes even become your lifesavers, and they are
Definitely
so valuable within a law firm. It's not just about coming in to become a solicitor. A lot of people decide that they don't want to be a solicitor but want to be working in a law firm or enjoy law, and there's always a job for everyone in that situation.
Absolutely. I think being a secretary or paralegal first really helps you gain some really good ground knowledge of just generally how the law firm works. And that will obviously differ depending on which firm you're at, but just getting that knowledge of how things work and how things move, and just getting that sort of knowledge from that level, and then being able to work your way up as well. I think one of the better ways or best ways to secure a training contract or any sort of job is getting some sort of experience. So if you can do work experience at a firm, or shadow a judge for a few days, or you can even go into the courts and sit in the public gallery, and watch cases be carried out. Anything like that that you can put on your CV that you can talk to potential employers about will be really helpful to you to show that you're committed to this career, and that you've got the enthusiasm and willingness to learn and experience new things. And one thing I found for myself as I was a paralegal first, and a lot of my friends, a lot of us went into firms as admin or paralegal first, worked our way up, showed the firm what we were about, showed them that we were, we had the knowledge and skills to progress and move up, and that we wanted to be here. We liked working in that particular firm or that particular area of law, and it kind of just shows them your kind of eagerness and
definitely.
things like that. So securing any sort of experience or anything like that before would be really helpful and I think useful.
Yeah, definitely.